All right, first of all, I'm excited to be wearing. I'm officially a member of the Get Used to Different Chosen crew. So I'm excited about that. So this was my first night wearing my new sweatshirt. It's very comfortable. So I didn't do a recap yesterday because I was really tired at the end of the day, and I just said, you know what? Tomorrow night, when we're done, I'll do a recap of the previous 2 days. Of course, it's a little after 2 in the morning right now, so I don't know why I was thinking that I would be more awake tonight than I was last night, but I'm happy to give you the recap for the last 2 days. Yesterday, we were shooting most of the day. We had 2 scenes primarily, one between Matthew and Thomas and one between Rhema and Mary Magdalene. And that was really interesting because we get a chance to see how Matthew and Thomas, they have their own little mini rivalry.
And yes, it's because you were a tax collector. And why are you watching Rhema so closely? I'm not watching her. You're collecting Torah verses, you're donating your tablets.
Maybe Matthew's not aware of it, but you know how we've talked about Simon and Matthew have a bit of an issue.
Rubik's? Cubits per hour?
His ministry deserves careful thought.
No one's thinking about it more carefully than me.
Because they're in many ways opposites. Thomas and Matthew maybe have a little bit of tension because they're similar. So just stress that we just to kind of dig it in even more. Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, just like that. Just even more of kind of like an insult. And so Thomas actually admits that to Matthew. He acknowledges that he's frustrated with him, that he's not a big fan. And but of course we've got the contrast with Mary and Rhema. Mary is teaching Rhema how to read, how to study scripture. Something that Mary is starting to do herself, but through reading, learning how to read, Rhema is learning the scriptures as well. We talked about that about a week ago, but it's some of that is progressing now. I think we got to start a little more frustrated here. So that does,
okay.
Yeah, so the end characters are as defining action is, because we're still, I think it was this morning that you had the lemon. And while they are doing that, they are interrupted by something that ends up impacting them for quite a long time, which we didn't cover yesterday, but that's what interrupts them. So I heard that, down to the knife, to his face, down to the ladle, back up. Mm-hmm. That's in episode 5, and so that's going to be really interesting. I promise you that. So tonight was the beginning of the evening before the sun went down. We got in a really quick scene, and then we spent the entire night one scene at this new farmhouse set, a set that's really, really cool that the art department built. We're going to hopefully make use of it for multiple seasons, but tonight we made use of it for this scene at essentially a first century farmhouse. And Jesus and the disciples in episode 1 of season 2 visit and have dinner with a family, a Samaritan family, which is not something that would normally take place. But Jesus, of course, as we know, he leaves the 99 to pursue the one. And so they go to this Samaritan's house and have this really impactful moment with them, Jews and Samaritans dining together. And some history is revealed, some history that might be very interesting, that comes to the surface and has has a lot of emotional impact on both the Samaritan family and on these Jewish disciples who are following Jesus and watching how he loves on people that they wouldn't normally expect. Keep building and building and building.
Okay.
And then the teapot will burst at the end when it's like worse than before.
Okay.
Don't frown either, but just you've heard Jesus be nice to him, so you're not going to be a jerk, but you're also not comfortable enough to nod or to be pleasant. But it got a little cold at times, a little windy at times. It is now, again, after 2 o'clock in the morning, and we are exhausted. But I've got the weekend coming up, and so hopefully tomorrow I sleep in, and hopefully next week I come back bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to give you more recaps as we are slowly but surely into the home stretch of season 2.
That's a wrap on the day, folks. Thank you so much.
Hey there, I'm Dallas. I'm the creator of The Chosen, and if you haven't seen season 1 or if you want to see season 2, you got to get The Chosen app. It's free, it's easy, you don't even need a subscription. Go check it out.